Hello guys and welcome to Marcel Entertainment. I'm about to start a movement that will save this whole world from the coronavirus. And just recently I've heard in the news that a lot of cities are on a lockdown, they're on quarantine and people can't go out or leave the city, right? Some people are also in isolation at home and they're not supposed to go out because they have like cold symptoms and stuff. However, I've also heard in the news that in a lot of countries people are actually not sticking to the rules, they're not obeying, right? And a lot of cities are not under quarantine and people still go outside, and especially a lot of young people, and this was also reported here in Germany, are still going outside to have fun and party, and it's in other countries the same way, and they're basically spreading the virus even though they are not showing any symptoms, like they're having no cold symptoms or anything, but you can still have that virus without symptoms, right? And I actually came across a really great solution, and that is to actually let people, also the young people, and it doesn't matter what age, stay at home and play video games. So basically the best solution against the coronavirus is, and to stop it from spreading, is to stay at home and play video games. And I actually hope that the media will see this, that some presidents will listen to my video, and also other politicians. Like, we really need to motivate people to stay at home. And if we see that a lot of people are not obeying it, especially like young people, like what can be done? Like they can be put to jail, they can get incredibly high fines to pay and stuff, they can be at home with depressions and mental issues right now. Because if you completely shut off all the social contacts of an individual, this can cause depression, right? And there are still like people that will not obey because they will just rebel and still go outside and spread the virus. So what can be done? The only thing that can be done is to actually advertise video games. Perhaps some countries and governments giving a 10 or 15, even a 20% off on certain video games, or maybe on all video games, that would be beautiful. And actually people to stay at home and play video games. And that way they can still keep social contacts, because if you play like online games, like with multiplayer mode, you can use your headset like the one I'm wearing right now, and just talk to your friends and still play online. There are actually people that recreated their whole high school and college in Minecraft, for example. Like a whole campus was recreated in Minecraft, and friends, like students, they were meeting on this server, this Minecraft server, and playing with each other, communicating there. So the social life was still existing, but in a digital world. So what can be done, and what presidents can do, and like the media, to control the people more, to go less outside and give them a reason to stay home, to give it a flavor and a taste to stay at home. How to make it tasty to stay at home, especially for young adults and teenagers. Give them something that's fun, that can be done from home. And there are a lot of young people that are less into gaming, and also because they're not really introduced into gaming, and maybe they don't know there are this and these games, right? So a nice way to keep people at home is to actually use the media and actually show games all the time. Recently, like even if I open my phone, there's always news, coronavirus. Now those in power and that have control over the media, what will happen if you guys suddenly put all the video games into the media, into the news? Like one news is about the coronavirus, one news is about maybe like Fortnite, League of Legends, World of Warcraft, Minecraft or something. Then people will always see video games, and they will at the same time hear like a few minutes later in the news, you should stay at home, you should not go outside. The next news, video games. The next news, you shouldn't go outside. And that way some sort of bridge is created. And if people actually are doing this gaming against the coronavirus thingy, and they join my movement, they're actually beating the coronavirus like they are beating an end game at the end of a game. And it's basically like this. You're staying at home for weeks playing a video game, and after several weeks you're reaching the last days of the coronavirus, because some people are infected for maybe like 2 to 3 weeks, sometimes 4 weeks, and then the virus is gone because they fought it off, they have antibodies in their system, right? So just see it as you're playing against the coronavirus and he's the end boss, and you're beating the end boss after several weeks. So if you stay at home for several weeks playing video games all day long, you're actually beating the end boss, the coronavirus, right? So I'm really hoping this video will reach the whole world. And if you see this right now, please share this video with your friends, your relatives. And if you're a parent and you have children, you should think about buying them some video games so they stay at home. Especially if you see your children are sneaking out to still go outside and play. And currently the best solution to have fun and to not be bored at home is to play video games. And it's also a way to keep social context from multiplayer mode, from online games and stuff. Like, there was actually a time, and I'm not gonna lie, where at least for like a whole week I didn't leave my home. I only went to the bathroom and I stayed in my room. And there was like this one game called Elder Scrolls Online where I was like leveling on a character, and it was like a lot of effort because you don't level up so fast. So I stayed home for a whole week. I didn't go outside at all to level my character. And it actually worked. I was under self-isolation because of a game, right? And just imagine like those people that still go outside and that could have the coronavirus and spread it are now staying at home to level their characters or play a game. This way it won't spread anymore. And people will obey and stick to the rules even more, because I don't think it's a solution to force people to pay fines or go to jail because they are disobedient. Just give them a flavor at home, give them a good taste while staying at home by telling your citizens to play video games. And this could be shown on the media at all times, and that would really help. So if any TV station, president or politician is getting my video, please consider advertising video games on the news, or consider giving discounts, or maybe like some sort of like trial key or something, where maybe for like a whole month citizens can play a game for free for maybe just a month, and then it expires, and if they want to continue that certain game, then they need to pay the full amount. Especially those that are poor can benefit from that, right? But yeah, that's currently the best solution, and also to get in control of the coronavirus. It's actually causing also a beautiful chain reaction with some other businesses. What will also benefit from the gaming against the coronavirus movement? Delivery services and restaurants are gonna benefit a lot from that. If you are a dedicated gamer, you will often order food from restaurants because you won't cook yourself, right? In that way you're helping smaller restaurants to stay alive, because you will order either takeouts or even deliveries at home, what will happen in a lot of cases, where you get like some pizza or some burgers or some rice or noodles delivered to your home, right? And you just grab it quickly, bring it to your desk while gaming, you're eating something, and this will help those restaurants to stay alive, right? And it will also help the economics in a way, because like those gaming companies, they will get new customers and they will make a lot of sales, and that way the IT area, those that are actually programming games and those businesses, they can stay alive and still generate tax and this whole thingy that keeps a government and a country stable, right? So the harm will be less, because some companies will still function well, as well as delivery services and online services, right? So only a portion of the market is basically shut down, while another portion of the economics of the market is still like growing, right? So it really makes sense to do that. And guys, please, if you see this video, share it with your friends, with your relatives, and especially with those people that you see that are still going outside a lot and to have fun. Because a lot of people, they need that certain excitement, that adrenaline rush and that fun, and they only get this from going outside. But I'm the opinion that video games can give you a lot of excitement and fun too, and that's also a good option to stay at home and something that you can do if you are bored, and to also buy time for the coronavirus to go away. So that's why I start this movement right now, and yeah, I hope really this reaches a lot of people. Please, let's all play, let's all game against the coronavirus and beat this end boss called the coronavirus. It's now your turn to get a game, whatever you like. Do you like racing games? Get a racing game. If you like shooting games, get a shooting game. If you like RPG games, get an RPG game and work on a cool character, level it up, give it some nice looking gear. Like, it's now your turn to save this world with gaming. Please join my movement to game against the coronavirus. The time is now. If we don't start this movement right now, we're gonna be in an even bigger crisis than there is right now. So yeah, spread the word, gaming against the coronavirus, and I see you guys next time.